And I think we're live.
And live from the internet, it is the Half-Ass Show on MNR.
Yeah. We decided to scream at each other personally.
Yeah, we're actually sitting on our couch, so it's a much more laid back, imagine, use the theater of the mind.
Oh my God.
And just imagine, we're just sitting here on a couch in craptastic wet clothing, I got my Iron Man shirt and shorts on.
I'm in leggings.
And coffee and just
yeah, it's a very autumn day.
It's a very it reminds, it's like, you know how they do the couch thing for talk shows where they have the hosts sit with each other, and that's just a lot more half-assed, like the show.
Very half-assed. Very half-assed because we're sitting in Godzilla and Gundam blankets, now that I think about it.
Yes, and also we have Vandalay Industries as a drink holder.
I guess.
And our coffee mugs, respectively. We just need an audible clap when we come in here. And,
yeah.
Like the fake can clap.
Yeah, the dead people clap.
Yeah.
Dead people clap.
Welcome in, everybody. Tonight's show, Best Buy's doing something dumb.
Yeah.
If you thought you had a bad week at work, or you just had just a real shitty time with your boss, somebody managed to make it worse.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's amazing. And then New York Comic Con is this weekend, so expect a heavy amount of comic book news. So just be prepared for that. But it's interesting comic book news. I went through it. I did the Colbert style. I went through it and I found the juicy nuggets, and I created the show from that. I left the meanwhile shit aside so we don't have to worry about it.
The what?
Remember how he always does those rants before when he does meanwhile? He's God. The fine pedigree that is the monologue.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
And Illy's just playing with her toy, so bear with us.
I'm just trying to make this dynamic. Also, god damn it, the last time that I was on this thing, it just crashed on me and it was so frustrating.
Yeah, so last couple of times, well, I think after Tuesday we kind of readied the ship. But as of last week's show and Sunday stream, we were just having nightmarish tech issues.
Yeah. And
we finally figured out what it was, and turns out we just had to go to our internet modem and kick it in the ass, essentially.
Slap it hard.
Yeah. We had to look at it, and we had to have a punk like CM Punk did with the Elite, except there wasn't a door kicked in this time. We just kicked it in the ass and moved on with our day.
And this was because I told Brandon, Brandon, we just need a fucking reset.
Well,
that's all that we
honestly,
needed.
at the same time, for us, it was kind of a good thing to do because we needed that. We need to do that tech check once a while because I think we got a little lazy on that.
Yeah.
Because that was part of it. So hopefully, no issues going forward. Do you want to do the raffle now and just get it over with, or you want?
So you know what? I was thinking about it. So FYI, everyone.
Yeah, if you were in that raffle last week, congratulations, you're in it again because the guy never gotten back in touch with us.
Yeah, he never did show up.
I did show him. I did send him a message on Twitch, and honestly, if he does call it, I feel like we'll honor it no matter what.
Oh, well, I'll do 2 artworks,
Yeah.
but it's already the middle of the month almost.
Well, it's also been a week.
So it's yo, I need to do this because we have to do momentum.
So Illy's gonna bring up the dial of raffle.
Let me just check on.
I'll check on my screen.
It's gotta be there.
Now remember, if you joined us in the last month and you subscribed, you are in this, and you took the guy out. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So by process of elimination, we are going to do this again.
Once more. Do you want me to do the thing?
All right, go ahead and turn it. Turn it.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if it's Rock-a-Goth. It's Rock-a-Goth! Is it?
It is. Congratulations, friend of the show. We did not set it up
That's
this way.
so funny.
So you get a freebie. Congratulations. I feel like you accept already.
Yeah, that's so stuck. I was like, it was rigged. No, it wasn't rigged.
No, it really wasn't.
I swear to God, we did it. I only took away that fucking name of the other guy. Well, okay, Rock. We'll figure out your artwork. I'm gonna do it.
I'm pretty sure. That won't be a problem finding that person.
Bro.
But remember, if we get to 200, which we are actually getting closer to, we have Z-Boy. Z-Boy is our new member. I know it says in our system we have another one, but that was a bot, and I already reported it. So just take that out of the equation. Yeah. So we have a follower, Z-Boy. When we get to 200 followers, Because I'm masochistic, I'm going to put 200 names in that, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, Paco, sí, había rifa. You didn't get into it, bro. Not in this one, because you got in later. So, whoops.
Actually, I think he was in it.
He wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't?
He wasn't.
Okay. I thought he was.
No, he wasn't, because he got in August.
Oh, okay.
So,
but wait around for the 200 one.
There's going to be a second one, guys. It's not going to be...
We get to 200, we'll talk about that.
He can't bitch. I just made him like a bunch of artworks.
Yeah, exactly. So. Well, he got those paid, too. That was the difference.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, as always, Illy, the Designator Roz, is free for commission. So if you're in question, drop a message on our Twitch. Or if you're on Discord, you know who to get in touch with. Or even on Twitter, wherever we're at. If you direct message, we'll probably explore it.
Right. I have a problem with my character again.
Of course you do.
My character has been with her eyes closed the entire time. Nobody has noticed it.
Well, nobody notices.
Oh, there it is. But it's just funny. Anyway,
well, mine doesn't. Mine barely moves. So, you know.
The funny thing...
That's the joke.
Automatic loop. Randomize. It's random. Okay. Doesn't matter.
As always on the Half-Ass Show, we are fine-tuning this adventure.
Right.
Hey, K9, good to see you, man. Long time no see.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys... it's kind of nice to see old faces.
I think that's fair to say. Give a shout-out. K9's been a busy guy for a while, if I'm correct. He was on a thing. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he's been busy. I'm hoping to see him soon, and... Wow, that'd be nice if I could actually...
Brandon's having issues because I'm in the tech and Brandon is doing the other tech. I can't do all the tech. I can't do everything, Brandon.
Yeah, you never had to. You should have had to. There we go. Okay, give him a shout out.
Yay.
Yeah, so welcome back. Hope to see you soon on the Twitch, and we'll try and stop in. Oh, also, coming up tonight, Brian May has a guitar god, and it's somebody, in my opinion, that is vastly underrated. So we will talk about that in a while.
Cool.
Career vacation, still a few months too. No need for that. We try to take care of our community here, man. Nice. You know that. Thank you for your service, by the way, for what it's worth.
For what it's worth, yeah. Thank you for your service, man.
Okay, so how are you doing tonight?
I'm here.
Here, as always.
Well, I'm just trying to... It was a nice ecliptic day. I did what every woman in the apartment complex did. Got out and took pictures of the fucking leaves in the floor. That was nice.
Yeah, we had, so since we're in Texas, we had the Ring of Fire eclipse this morning.
It looked really good, but I was tripping out there like, oh shit.
My favorite thing is, so two things. Number one, I'm working at work right now at that time.
Working at work, right?
Yeah. I was at work, and my coworker's with me. And my coworker was initially interested in seeing this. I'm like, oh, well, it'll be at this time, and Illy kind of kept me abreast of it. And then she saw it, and she's like, that's it? Oh, okay. And that's why I posted on Twitter. It's like the Leonard Nimoy clip of like a solar eclipse. The cosmic ballet goes on. That's me. And my coworker's like, anybody want to trade seats? Like she was mopping the floor at the end of the day, just doing that. And I'm like, the second thing I find funny about all that is how times change. Because just even in the 80s, I think we would have done this. But for this argument, I'm going to put it all the way back to 100 years ago.
100 years ago, you were saying that.
Yeah, but it's like, this would have been like, stores would have shut down, things would have not been moving. Like, I wouldn't have been at work today. I'd have been, watching this.
I would have been praying.
Yeah, because something like that, yeah.
It's like, we can't go out because the evil spirits are doing this.
But today, it's like, the cosmic ballet, as we say, is going on. Cars are driving, people are coming in, it's like it's just a typical day. People are walking down the street like it's nothing. Right. It's like, man, it's like, I get you can't look up, and you shouldn't be looking up if you don't have the device for it, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was just amusing to me how life just goes on. Is like this thing that for centuries was like, considered a doom and gloom or some fortuitous event or some evil plan was about to erupt is now just like, is this still going on?
You're fucking insane. Like, I was seeing the feed from the NASA.
Well, it's because it's science nerds there.
It was great. Like, everyone was fucking crying. It's like, oh my god, it's the most beautiful thing. And it gets infected to you, I guess.
No, I don't doubt it.
And they were, like, doing it in Albuquerque and also...
Albuquerque, New Mexico, yes.
And
I think Portland was one of them.
Portland.
Yeah.
But the one that, like, they were losing their shit hearing me, of course, it's Texas. They need to be fucking loud. But it was fun. It was fun.
Well, now the thing is they don't care because the Cheaters are playing tomorrow, so everybody's getting ready for that.
Fuck them.
The Cheaters versus the Dallas equivalent. Well, they don't cheat, the Rangers, I don't think.
Yo, today, I forgot to tell you, I was, like, in my break room at work, and they started talking about the fucking guy that did the Cheater shirt, but with a bunch of fucking gems. He took himself a year to do that. I mean, okay, it looks fantabulous and everything, but...
That would have been great for Pride Month.
Yeah, it was gay as hell. But
I think he missed it a little bit.
I think my boss has one like that, and it's ridiculous.
Oh, well, that makes sense with her.
Like, oh yeah, let's put on the glitter.
My favorite thing is I saw, I think it was on Facebook or something, where it's like, today Texas will meet, and it's like they got the Houston, like, Easy Rider John Travolta is representing Houston, and then J.R. Ewing from Dallas is representing the Texas Rangers, because they're actually near Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was like Battle of the Cowboys. I'm like, hell, I'm with J.R. You don't fuck with that guy.
My God. I just hate them. It's so annoying, and everyone is so ass.
No, the fans are just assholes.
Yeah, they're just bleh. Anyway.
Yeah, so that's a sports report for the moment today. What have you been up to this week on the gaming side, if anything?
I played Cyberpunk, I guess, a bit because you were playing it, and I said like, well, I'm gonna play a bit, and
it's addictive.
The problem is that now you can actually do shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like. Before it was so hard to do anything. The first fucking mission, I just flew into it. It's like, oh, I don't need the training or anything. I can just fly into it and not give a fuck.
Yeah.
But no, to be perfectly honest, I was watching movies all this week. Again.
Yeah, as you do.
I found this channel on YouTube that has like a bunch of horror oldie movies. Mm-hmm. Black and white and in Spanish.
Yeah, you were a pig in shit.
I was a pig in shit. I watched one that it was like, I need to rewatch that because that was just a trip. But so far, I've been trying to go into the
Halloween group.
The Halloween group, but trying to watch new things. Not I'm gonna repeat the same exact movies every year. No. I try to like look for new stuff. I haven't started. Yeah, I haven't set onto the new show like the. House of Usher?
Fall of the House of Usher.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one because I think I'm gonna watch that tomorrow to like bleed from my eyes. So that's my plan for tomorrow.
Okay.
So
I will probably be writing tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll be announcing that stuff in a little bit here, so stay tuned.
Sounds good.
What I've been doing is obviously Cyberpunk.
Duh.
But I'm starting to feel like I'm getting burnt out on it. It's
you need a break.
Yeah, well, fortunately my break will be coming soon.
When is that game coming?
Friday. The game we're talking about is Spider-Man 2.
That's why he took days off from work.
No, I didn't take days off from work for that.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes,
it conveniently worked out, I won't lie.
You're a liar.
No, I honestly took the days off because I just fucking needed them.
Well, the Evangelion movie is showing up on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So, there is that.
What are you looking for?
Oh, nothing. I can see like 2 feeds, so I'm like.
Yeah, he's like right now. He's the hacker man. Like I was seeing his like computer. I never seen it. How he has all the stuff is like, bro. I only have this. That's it. Maybe my phone.
Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, I'm sitting here like.
Yeah, no hacker man.
Like I'm like it's like if we could get like a 3D holographic display like a la Iron Man, that'd probably be me right now with the soldiers like.
No, I'm just thinking about. Rocco from Mega 64 doing the hacker thing, but okay, that's the same thing.
Either one works. But I haven't really been doing that. I'm getting burnt out, but it's like I feel like it's like it's not a chore to play it, but it's like I feel like I need to finish up, but I don't. That's the problem.
Is it that long?
No, because I'm doing all the other shit. 'Cause remember, I started a new file.
Right.
But the problem is when you get to a game like that and you're having so much fun with it. It gets to that point where it's like, you don't want to finish it. You just want to keep that high going a little longer, And it's like, you don't want to finish it because you're having so much fun, but you know it has to end.
Right.
And it's one of those days I just gotta go fucking commit to it. That being said, my Cyberpunk character is now like a blade assassin. Like, he's just like, it's like, okay, you have access to all these great weapons and you have like these smart guns that can shoot people from like a mile away. What am I doing? I got knives.
Bro. You have problems. You have very
Yeah, but you saw what I did with those knives, and you were
Yo,
like...
I'm very jealous. I'm saying this because I'm very jealous.
Yeah, because, no, it's like, I was like, how far away? It was like, I was like, far fucking away. Like, a sniper rifle would have done the job, and I'm just like... Headshot.
Cool beans.
Yeah,
if you're having fun, I don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah. Also, now I have a thermal monowire. So I have a fire whip.
Oh, you have the fucking thing?
Yeah.
From the Mnemonic movie?
Johnny Mnemonic? Yeah.
You got way too much shit, I want.
It's like, I'm bored? Let's see here, what do I want to play with? Well, I got the gorilla arm, so I can just punch people in the head and explode them, probably. Or, I feel like slicey dicey, so I'll get the mantis blades, and then I got the bullet time appeal. Or, I want the monowire. I still haven't gotten the concussive cannon for my arm. I don't have the mega buster, if you will.
I really wish people would see my actual reaction, like all the MB just flows from my face.
And then I have Spanky, the smart gun. Remember?
Oh, yes, Spanky! I forgot that you
Which is just a completely random gun.
Like, why does this... Okay, cool. I would put my gun named Spanky. It sounds just like a...
Well, even in the game, the guy's like, can you change the name? No.
Speaking of... Well, where are we going to talk now?
You got something you want to finish up, or you want to jump into the Best Buy thing?
Okay, no, I'm gonna wait for the thing that I was gonna say because it's more towards the New York Comic Con.
Okay.
Because I just realized that. But
okay,
let's go.
So let's jump into this. So Wednesday night, I believe it was. Best Buy Digital Trends, I think, was the place that broke it. They announced that as of next year, and possibly as early as Q1 next year, so that's January.
Well,
they will be discontinuing sales of physical DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, all that stuff.
So what is Best Buy? My Best Buy walk-in, even.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to buy a TV there because the TV prices are too damn expensive.
Nothing is really worth there unless you don't have a game that you can buy on GameStop, to be perfectly honest.
Or if you can't get it on Amazon.
Right, and that's fucking hard as shit.
Yeah. Man, and the funny thing is, so... I think I said this was going to happen, like, over the summer to you, didn't I?
I think so, because we started seeing, like, some of those little taggy things.
Because I went to buy Street Fighter there, and I think it was it Street Fighter 5? One of the games I was buying, it's like, I literally went into the store, could not buy it.
Right.
And I went online and just checked, I could buy it, so I bought it. Oh, it's Final Fantasy, that was the one.
Oh, yeah.
And then the last time was Street Fighter, and it's like, so, and then they asked, like, what would you rate your review of this? I'm like, I'd love to pick this up in store, but you guys didn't want to put it on the shelf, so I just ordered it online. So I guess you guys don't want to employ employees at the stores. That's fine.
I mean, I think now that I see it from a distance, because I started thinking, like, why are they doing this? A lot of stores do this, Brandon, because they are getting so much material being stolen. And I imagine that movies is one of those that they can steal easily, kind of per se.
Probably.
But it's like, they're cutting corners in stupid places. Does that make sense?
Well, okay, so to be perfectly honest, yes, physical media is eventually going to go away. I've made peace with that. I know you're kind of still fighting on it.
I'm fighting hard.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that, but it's like, there will come a point where it's like, But I feel like there is a market there that they don't realize. And I remember even Best Buy, not the one we usually go to, but the other one has like a whole wall.
Which one?
The one over in Atasita there.
Oh, yeah. The one in the back. And that's the one that I usually go get my movies.
Yeah.
Usually.
So, I mean, they were having people there, but they just decided, like, I get it, because logistics and all that stuff, but also Best Buy, I feel like, wants to shut their physical stores down. They want to be like they want to online eventually move to online or make their stores warehouses or something.
I guess.
But to me, it's like, okay, well, now I have no point of going there because, like, the DVDs, okay, we still saw them. Last time I went to Best Buy, they don't even have games anymore. They have things you have to scan a la Toys R Us. Not even the fun Toys R Us way where it's like you would get the little tag and you'd be a little excited and you go to the front.
No, now you have to do it from the app, if I'm correct?
Yeah, which is like extra steps. I know that sounds really dumb as opposed to grab tag, go to cash out. That sounds more convoluted, but it's honestly true.
They don't want to spend the money on the fucking tag. They're cutting corners in stupid places. I'm telling you. The sad thing is that I was thinking about, like, where am I going to buy movies? Bro, I've been buying movies on Amazon since forever. Like,
but also at the same time, onto that story, the number one seller of DVDs, who do you think it is? It's not Amazon.
Walmart?
Yes.
Wow, really?
Yeah, which if you think about it, go to a Walmart. What do we usually see at a Walmart?
A bunch of fucking movies from who knows where.
Yeah, but it's like they have them. Now, do they have like 4K editions and all that? No, because they do, but you have to dig.
The problem is that if you want like a good edition, you order it online. But even us in Target, like we have editions. We have Young Wick 4, I forget.
Yeah, we do have it. Yeah.
Anyway, but if I want to get like a niche movie, Walmart does have niche movies. Yeah. Now that I think about it.
But also at the same time, it's like you're gonna find like your secondhand, your electronics secondhand stores. I don't want to call them pawn shops because a place we're thinking of is far from a pawn shop.
Yeah, but they're a pawn shop here.
Yeah, man, I don't trust those. Those are just shady. But it's like if you go to I guess mom and pop store is a good way to put this. The DVDs still thrive there.
The thrift stores.
Their stores are one, yeah. Like, I remember in Ohio, we had this place that was,
The Exchange.
The Exchange, and it's like, how deep could you go there? I had to call them because her father asked if we had a VCR that we could find, and I actually called them and had to...
Betamax.
A Betamax, that's what it was.
Shit.
He was asking for a Betamax, and I actually took a shot there, and first off, I knew I was in trouble when the guy there went, what does that look like?
Yo.
So, that was a thing. And from there, it kind of snowballed, but it's like, I remember seeing Sega CDs, TurboGrafx, I think, were right there at one point. I mean,
they had anime figures that I didn't even know existed, yet they were. They
had DVDs of anime that you liked.
I got my Rare...
Your first season of Rare.
The season 2, and then I got the season 1 at a fucking...
half price.
Half price.
Yeah.
Which I prefer going to a half price to buy old movies now. Here. Because it's worth it. Yeah. They have weird shit.
If we get back up there, though, you're going to be like, when are we going?
Bro. I mean, I would find that Vampire Hunter D movie in a fucking snap. Yeah. Also, the music there, they have
that so Zeta Gundam collection I got came from there.
There's shit that is worth. Like, it's worth. I think I got a couple of movies, anime movies, too.
Oh, I mean, well, also at the same time, being a music fan, the place was designed for music, so...
Oh, yeah.
There was a minimum $10 purchase, at least for me, because I would just go diving into CDs.
That's where I got my Final Fantasy VIII game.
I mean, because CDs are so cheap there because nobody wants them. They'll circle back, I am sure of that. I could walk in there with $10 and walk out with, like, 5 or 6 CDs of bands I wanted. Like, we're not talking, like... obscure shit, well, probably obscure to everybody else, but like Billy Joel, Black Flag, like stuff that I like that I was looking for, I could find in there like that. Don't hang yourself.
I found you got my Steven Wilson ones there. Yep. So. And
also, hell of a lot of vinyl there. Like, that was a vinyl collector's paradise.
It's a great store.
Yeah, but your secondhand stores obviously support local at that point.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're going with that, which I'm okay with.
Sorry, I was reading.
That's fine. Obviously, I can see you.
Yeah! Now you can actually see me. Just But, okay. Right, Brandon. Stop aggressively attacking me. No, but I don't know what's going on with the Best Buy thing. I imagine is what you want, what you're saying, that it's going to be...
I tell Illy about this, and this is her exact response.
I am wounded!
Yeah. That sounded great, though, by the way.
Oh, it did good.
Yeah.
I could hear it through the headphones. That's how it's...
I put it at not that high. I'm not gonna go nuts.
I mean, how much longer do you think physical media has in stores? Like, in, like, retail, like, big box stores, I guess is a good term. Because I feel like we're going to be winding up at the second hands.
No, I don't know. I see them, like, 5 more years, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's a good call. Maybe less, but it's like also, I think 4K, they were trying to make the big thing, which I think 4K is actually, I'm not one of those people that usually adopts like a dead format, but I was like, hey, this 4K actually is really fucking good. You get the right TV, this is awesome.
Yeah, if you get like the right TV and the right player, man, that thing
like,
just
cinema files, video files, like, and if you're like wanting the top tier TV shit, I mean, 4K was naturally a next move. And I knew they were going to stop there, but it's a shame because I feel like, that's like, they never really tapped into that market right.
I mean, I still don't
They also overcharged on them.
I still don't know why my dad has an 8K one. Doesn't make fucking sense to me.
He's not future-proofing, he's just stupid-proofing.
Okay.
No, I'm just being honest.
I don't know how that looks, to be brutally honest, though, so.
Yeah. But, see here, anything else on that one? Yeah, Walmart is the market leader.
Which is still funny to me. That sounds really funny.
But you can get a lot of DVDs, like you said, on Amazon. So
it's just that if I want, like, for example, what's the other one? Barnes and Nobles also have movies.
They're expensive. Like
because it's the whatever the fucking ton thing is. But they're too expensive there.
No, all their DVDs are too expensive.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, bro, it's a DVD that I can get anywhere else.
Yeah.
My special edition thingies that I got on Amazon were a hell of a lot more cheaper than fucking the bookstore. So, yeah, Amazon, I guess. Buy your movies on Amazon.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna jump over to so we're gonna kind of mix in the New York Comic Con news as we go here, so we kind of got a flow of shows. So I'm just gonna jump into this one. The one that I've actually been very curious of, and I'm definitely going to be paying attention to, is so. Do you know the story of how Image Comics was founded? Do you actually know that story?
No, I really don't.
Okay, so back in the early 90s, Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, Eric Larson, and I think Rob Liefeld.
Okay.
They were considered, like, the A-team of any place they were. Like, they were the guys that you need a standout artist, you go to them. Like, Lee was working with Chris Claremont on the X-Men comics in the 90s. Like, you know that image you see of Magneto with the power?
Yeah.
That's him. That's a Jim Lee.
Okay.
All right? Well, the problem was that Marvel was not paying them enough, in their opinion, for their talent. And they also felt like a lot of work they were doing, they were never going to be able to take advantage of outside of Marvel.
Right.
So they decided, okay, and they went and formed their own company. It was going to be creator-driven.
Okay.
It was, they have like an image is the label.
Yeah.
But they had their own little universes that interconnected in a way, but each founder had like their own little section. So, like, Wildstorm Entertainment was at one point part of Image Comics, and that's where Jim Lee was. That's where your Wildcats came from and stuff like that. Todd McFarlane did Spawn, so that's that corner of the Image universe. I forget what his label was.
I didn't know it was Image.
Yeah. Rob Liefeld does Youngblood, which is, like, that would be like the Avengers equivalent to the Wildstorm, I guess. And Eric Larson went and did something totally different with the Savage Dragon.
Okay.
And there was some stuff in between there that did all that stuff. But they all owned the rights to that, and they all own their own titles. They just all published under an Image banner. So Todd McFarlane owns Spawn. Jim Lee owns Wildcats. Like, it's not like, you know, Image owns them. They own rights to them.
Okay.
Which is why Wildstorm can still publish the Wildcats comic books, because Jim Lee has sold them to DC Comics.
Okay.
So just so you're aware of that. I'm bringing this up because there is a new group company coming out called Ghost Machine. They just announced at New York City Comic Con, I think Thursday.
Okay.
All right? They're going to publish under Image. The Image is going to be their publisher. But much like Image, all the stuff at Ghost Machine will be owned by the creators.
Right.
And now you're asking, well, Brandon, who are these creators you're speaking of?
Oh, boy. I didn't ask, but okay.
Well, so for a lot of you, if you're not big into comic books, a lot of these names are going to sound what? But I'm going to explain some of the stuff they've done, and you're going to be like, oh, shit.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to lead off with one of my favorite writers. He wrote one of my favorite comics when I got back into comics.
Okay.
Jeff Johns.
What he do?
He created I don't know if he created Stargirl, but the girl, the American outfit with the staff, the blonde. The Stargirl comic, okay?
Oh, okay.
He penned Green Lantern Rebirth, which is what brought back Hal Jordan.
Okay.
Infinite Crisis.
Okay.
Which is like a Crisis on Infinite Earths level event. He modernized The Flash.
Okay.
And he wrote 52.
Oh.
Okay, so now already we're getting a pretty interesting group here now, aren't we?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, that's one of them.
I understand those words.
Yeah. Gary Frank. What did he do?
Uh-huh.
He did Supreme Power, which is what he did with J. Michael Straczynski in, I believe, the 90s.
No
okay?
idea.
Yeah. He did Batman Earth 1 with Jeff Johns, which is a black label, I think, of DC Comics.
Okay.
And the Doomsday Clock with, that was the Watchmen sequel that came out. He was the artist on that.
Oh, okay.
He was the artist. Now, here's a name that's going to surprise a lot of people. Well, probably not, but it's like you hear this name, you're going to be again like, huh? Okay. Brian Hitch.
No idea.
The Ultimates from Ultimate Marvel.
I'm
okay.
sorry.
The Authority. which is considered the modern version of the widescreen comic book, written with Warren Ellis.
Oh, okay, I know
That's
that
the Midnighter, Apollo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Authority. That and Stormwatch also, I believe he did. But the big one to a lot of people will be the Ultimates 1 and 2 that he wrote with Brian Miller, I want to say. Which is where they did the Ultimate Universe, like Captain America, Iron Man, all those.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Like he made Hippie Thor.
Hippie Thor?
Like, the joke in that one was Thor thought he was a god. And he had powers of a god. But he never could confirm it. Because there was always some weird explanation. It was like science-y or something if they wanted to. And I think one of the best ones was Hulk decided to just have a shit fit and just destroy Manhattan. To the point that the comic was actually called Hulk Does Manhattan. And they were like, and Iron Man and Captain America and the rest of the Avengers from that are trying to contain contain Hulk. And Thor said, I will do it, but you have to send so much money to a charity, like Greenpeace or something like that. And it's like, this thing is just going terribly bad. Just the Avengers are just getting their asses kicked.
What the hell?
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a lightning bolt slams down onto Hulk, and Thor's sitting there just starting to kick the shit out of him. And somebody goes up to Nick Fury, and this is where the Samuel L. Jackson Nick Fury comes into play. This is where that design comes from. And they say, sir, the president authorized the funds. And Nick Fury is like, I'm glad I voted for that man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so just that's one example of Brian Hitch is a huge get on this one.
Okay.
Now another one is Brad Meltzer. He did Identity Crisis for the DC Comics, which was a whodunit, kind of who killed a character type thing, but he wrote it.
Oh, okay.
And he did a run on Justice League that brought back the JSA. And also, he is an author. He has done books like the Books of Fate. He's a very good author.
Okay.
And that's actually a very good get for this group because you have somebody that has experience doing long-form storytelling in comics and in books.
Okay.
You have Jason Fabek. He did the Batman 3 Jokers, and he did Justice League International Volume 3. I'm not going through all these guys. This is the last one.
A lot of names.
This is how many people are in this.
Okay.
Peter J. Tomasi did my favorite run on Nightwing.
Okay.
Which is where they introduced Deathstroke's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and if I've got my math correct, and all that stuff. That was a great arc. That was during the Final Crisis, or Infinite Crisis run.
Bro,
and he did a run-shot of...
Huh? You read a lot.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
And it shows. I hope it does.
It does. It does.
Yeah, and he did a one-shot for Final Crisis, but still... All will join once their exclusive contracts end with respective companies. So if they're with Marvel or if they're with DC, they will join this officially at that point. So
they're all in contract still, but they are
some
already
of them, not all of them.
Okay. But they're already doing the
they're setting up.
It. Yeah, right.
Image Comics is going to publish, like I said, 2 issues are coming out in November and December to set up this universe.
Okay.
So you're going to see what's going on very quickly, and then they're going to launch fully in January. New year, new show. So yeah, that's something to very much keep an eye on. Especially, I'm getting a lot of Image vibes from this. The old Image, not that Image Now is bad. Actually, Image Now is a lot of people consider the number 3. So I mean, this could be the next standoff. I mean, Image might have some competition for that spot. I don't think they're gonna. Also, these guys are going to have. This is designed to be creator-controlled multimedia. So if they want to do a cartoon, all of that stuff, TV, movies, it's all going to be under that Ghost Machine banner.
Okay.
So.
Do dig the name though.
Huh?
It does. I like the name Ghost Machine.
Yeah, but it's still a very interesting idea and very ballsy for this time and age.
Right.
It's more surprising seeing Jeff Johns, who I thought was always going to be with like DC, because he was like their guy for the longest time, to leave.
I feel like, sadly, from a standpoint of an artist, it's like you get fucking tired, maybe from the politics or whatever the hell they're doing.
I think that's a lot of it.
And it's like, you know what? I'm gonna do my own thing with hookers and black.
Well, also another thing is I was looking up these guys, and a lot of them are in their 40s and 50s. So I feel like they're kind of like
matter,
no, but they want to kind of get their piece. They want to get their due, and I don't disagree with that.
I'm 100% with them.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't mean anything your fucking age anymore.
No,
you can do whatever the fuck.
I mean, look at us.
We're all fucks. We are all fucks.
We're old, retired, and we deal with children daily.
I'm not retired.
She deals with me as a child. Come on, let's be fair. Go to the store. Ooh, new GI Joe.
Oh my god.
Or she texted me fucking this morning at work. Like, we got this wrestling figure. And I'm like...
It was a great figure! I said, like,
I mean, honestly, if I see it in the store, I'm still inclined to buy it, maybe.
Well, there was only one.
Well, it's probably gone by now, and that's fine. There'll be others.
I hid behind all the fucking same characters because they think it's gonna be the same characters. I'm that dumb. I am that dumb. Also, nobody.
Also, she's looking for her Danhausen one.
Of course, every time I see a white face there, it's like, ah! Oh, it's not him.
Yeah.
Fuck.
She sees this. She hears this in her head when she sees the figure.
Brandon, I'm gonna zip my hoodie and just like put it inside slowly, and there's gonna be a square in my boobs, and I'm like, it's my Lara Croft get up.
Get two.
I can they only get one, and like in each box. It's 8 character.
Well, it depends on how many boxes you get.
If it's like, it's only one fucking box. Okay. Anyway, by the way, we have a bunch of bullseye dogs now, and I don't know what to do with them.
That's no problem. Welcome to the Half-Ass Show, by the way, if you guys are just joining us. We were talking about several creators are making a new label called Ghost Machine, and what that could imply from New York Comic Con. If you guys like what we're doing, please give us a follow. It helps us grow. Yeah, so, I mean, you're a creator, like we said, with all that stuff. Yeah. What do you think of this idea? Are you kind of sounding interested in this, even though I haven't told you any of the plots or anything?
So, what, the story, or?
No, the concept, like what they're doing. Like, would you go out and buy a book unseen, knowing what's going on?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Like, because honestly, if I have a bunch of friends that they all work in different artist thing, and they're sick and tired, it's like, why not do something? What are we doing right now, Brandon?
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much what we're doing. Because I was doing my own thing. Brendan wasn't doing shit. And I said, like, you know what? Let's just do something.
Yeah, and here we are. Not like I was doing anything on Saturday night.
I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so that's that one. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I got to get to this story because this is such a good, funny one. So, imagine you are working for a company, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And you're
I've been boiling with this one.
Oh, I just find the concept just ridiculous. Like, how much money and how much wasted time is this?
Okay.
Imagine you're at a company and, you know, there's a lot of allegations and you know a new owner's coming in, all that stuff. And you get told, oh, well, there's going to be an internal, like, you know, conference call, like, / meeting that you have to attend. And you're like, oh, great. And you get over there. You boot up the thing, or you have to go physically, because most of these people, they probably had to go physically, unfortunately.
In a dentist.
Yeah. And you walk in, and your host for this is James Corden.
It still baffles me, like, why James Corden, bro?
Because he's probably the only one that said yes.
Jeez, nobody likes James Corden anymore.
I guess. I mean, I never really liked him to begin with. Like, he was okay for what he did. But I feel like his ego got in his way.
The problem was after the allegations of that fucking restaurant where he spit it and...
Oh, there's been stuff going low simmer before that.
Oh, yeah, no. We all knew that he was a son of a bitch anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember him from Doctor Who, so...
He was on Doctor Who?
Yeah, he was in there for a couple episodes. Like, as a guest character, not like just an unimportant guy.
I only think about him in the cat movie, and he's a fat cat.
Well, there you go.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, so Activision Blizzard, the CEO, Bobby Kotick, hosted a town hall for his company hosted by James Corden.
I didn't know it was Blizzard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you see why this is so fascinating to me.
Yeah, I see now. Like, what? I didn't know it was a Blizzard thing.
Yeah, no, this is,
terrible.
So,
terrible.
What happened was, they had a town hall where it's like, I guess, I'm not sure where this is. It's like, is this like an ego trip for Bobby Kotick to be interviewed by him? Or he's just trying to have fun with this? Because, look, the Microsoft merger's happening now. It's all but confirmed.
Right.
And that's a thing. So I guess I'm not sure what he's doing, or he's just writing this out for shits and giggles. Like, I really don't know where he's going with this. But I feel like for some reason, he's like that guy who's like, well, I deserve to be interviewed by somebody special. And it's like, he probably called, like, Colbert and all those guys, in which they're like,
no!
And Gordon, they're like, I'll do it.
What is the least
you know what it
thing
is?
we can do
I feel
with
like he was trying to do like Bill Gates. Like, remember when Bill Gates retired and they had like all those videos that he made of himself hanging out with like Bono and shit, like playing Guitar Hero and all that stupid stuff?
No.
Yeah, like they just made like little clipped videos. Like, I think they were like a Goodbye Bill situation, but it was all done in a humor tone, especially for him. Wow. Where it's like he's standing and Bono's doing like music work, and he comes in like, "Hey, Bono!" He starts playing with like a Guitar Hero guitar, like dancing. Like, okay, Bill Gates say what you will about a lot of stuff he did. He did a lot of good, in my opinion, and a lot of bad.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a will in between there that we can say is right or wrong. He's very philanthropic now. Mm-hmm. That's great. Mm-hmm. But all the shit he did in the 90s to get that money to be philanthropic, not so great.
Wow.
I threw my pen. I was so angry.
He threw me a pen! Call the police.
But, Bill Gates, you can kind of see making that honor, and, like, Bill Gates always had this I can make fun of myself mentality.
Right.
Like, he doesn't, like, I think he didn't ask me anything on Reddit, and he posted a picture of him, like, shirtless with, like, a computer. He's like, could you guys find a way to get this off the internet? This would help my life a lot. Like, just as a joke. This was years ago, obviously. But Bill Gates had that kind of, like, jokey tone about him.
Right.
Bobby Kotick is running Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
Anybody, you know what? If you're listening to the show for the first time or you just came out of a cave, go Google Activision Blizzard. We will wait a minute.
Yeah.
All right? Just do what you got to do. Go dun, 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 dun.
We do have music on the background, though.
I know, but it's
You
just
don't
adding.
have to sing
I'm adding
the
atmosphere.
music, Brandon.
All right. So just give me a few seconds here. I know some computers are a little slow to load. That's fine.
I gotta check my fucking Twitter.
Yeah. Go ahead. If you guys like what you're listening to, by the way, please follow. All right. That should be about time. Okay. Come on back. So now you're caught up to speed. You know what we're talking about here. Yeah. By the way, this whole conversation, they never mentioned all that shit that happened. They never even apologized for it. Kotick praised the magic, special culture of the company. I'm using exact quotes from the article here, which is on our Discord, by the way, on the news section.
Oh no, it's cringy then.
Yeah. And he felt that's what attracted the soon-to-be new owners of the company, is this magic. It's like, no, you know what attracted them? Call of Duty.
Yes. I have friends that are right now sitting in their fucking room and don't see the fucking day of light till like fucking Monday when they come to work or whatever.
Begrudgingly. You're not even sure they're coming Monday.
I don't know if they're gonna show up. So.
But yeah, it's basically, it's not like, oh, imagine a special culture. Microsoft doesn't care, and you want to know why? Go back to the 90s.
I know, man.
They just want money, and that's fine. And a company at least owns it. You got to give them respect for that.
Respect.
They're still assholes.
Yeah, they're still assholes. Whatever.
But yeah, no mentions were made about the allegations of sexual harassment, and asked by the host. Instead, the CEO pretty much said, never mind that. Yada, yada, yada.
Wow. That sucks balls.
But still, I'm more fascinated by why James Corden. Like, that is my legitimate, like...
Because he was the cheapest bitch.
I feel like Jimmy Fallon would have done it, honestly.
No, nobody wants Jimmy Fallon. They're already fucked.
I feel like they'd be peas in a pod, though.
No. I mean, no. That is awful.
Yeah, no, it's just, I just hear this and I'm like, God damn, this is bad. It's like that's like a worst nightmare thing, because I told you about this a while ago. Like, if you ever pay attention now, like if you still work in companies and all that stuff, you'll get emails. And I remember I saw one at the first of the year about like what a CEO or what a manager will type into a thing to motivate their people. And it's just like, we got a lot of stuff to do, da-da-da-da-da. And then at the end it says, put Kobe Bryant quote for motivation.
Oh my God, yeah, you told me about
And then like 3 days later I go to work and it is literally that blueprint. Complete with Kobe Bryant quote. Because Black History Month was getting close.
Oh my God, hear that though.
Yeah, but here's the better part. They're still using Kobe Bryant quotes.
I'm just gonna say this.
I just want to know one thing before you get on this.
Yes.
When did Kobe Bryant turn into like CEO, like the best businessman ever? Like, I don't remember him having like business ventures, marketing and ads. Yes, as any basketball player does.
Brandon, you don't want me to say it.
What? Go ahead. Also a possibility.
Yeah,
because it's like if you're going to take motivation, I'd be like, I'll take it from Michael Jordan first, honestly.
Because he's still alive?
No, because Michael Jordan did a lot of shit before he did. Like, if you're going to go over, like, the OG.
He even did. It's like, look, you know what? I'm just going to shut up. Because then, look, I'm just going to say, praise fucking God, whatever. I don't receive any emails on my work. They tell me everything on my fucking face, and I can laugh in their fucking faces. So that's kind of.
But it amazes me what they think is like a good idea, and I'm like, no, this is like, I know exactly what you're doing, and you're idiots.
It's an awful idea, but still, here we are.
It's like, why don't you take a fucking quote from like a person that's like a fictional character?
When I used to work in that Bass Plate, the one that did the whatever magic things, my boss used to do that. Like I used to do a magazine with all that crap. And it worked because people have like the brain of a pea.
See, what I would do if I was in their spaces, I would not take like people like Kobe Bryant. I would take people like the Doctor or like Wolverine. It's like, I'm the best at what I do.
I would put phrases like from Sephiroth and just put it there and it's like, yeah, that sounds metal. It's Sephiroth.
It's just like, you just like say, I am the danger. I am the one who knocks. Yeah, it's like, what the hell is that? It's like, don't you know Breaking Bad?
Like, I would put like phrases like that. We should do that on Twitter. Just post.
Or like, you know what you do? Like, just deep cut shit. Like for motivational purposes. Do like they did at Power Rangers. Like when they go back to the fight, they're like, back to action.
Oh my god! Now I want to do motivational fucking pictures.
It's like the deep thoughts with Jack Handy on SNL. Remember those?
Yes. But I want to do it with like
somehow more demented
with stock images in the background.
It's like I would put like Autobots roll out.
Oh my god. No, Brandon, that doesn't sound good. Anyway.
But people will be motivated.
Oh, they will be motivated.
That's the best. That's the thing. It's like I want people to be like, so are we being motivated or talked down to? I'm not really sure what he's doing here.
It's like the Shia LaBeouf picture that I had. I used to have that poster like the "Just Do It" thing back in my desk. I miss that poster.
Or just like take a picture, like do the Orange Cassidy thing like we do on here, and just make it motivational. It's just like,
oh yeah,
guys, I want you guys to like really work hard. We gotta do our thing, and then post at the end. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
Or I'm so tired, Renee. There's so much stuff. There's limitless potential with this idea.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Half-Ass Show. If you guys are just joining us, we're talking about motivational speakers after some genius decided to hire James Corden to hire their internal town hall.
I want to do now motivational posters for sale.
With just like insane quotes. Like I think the best one I've seen is Darth Vader choking a guy and lifting him up, and it's just like, be motivational, uplift others.
Oh my god!
Like that's the type of shit I would put, like just the demented stuff like that.
Yeah, and like I'm gonna one of these days I'm gonna low-key print one of those and put them on the fucking break room, and everyone's like, who the fuck did this? And like, I don't know, the only graphic designer in this fucking place is me.
Or, you know, if you really want to be an asshole, look, they're going to do this in the game. Spoilers. Take a picture of Sephiroth stabbing Aerith, and then it's like, don't let others hold you back.
Oh my god! Nobody wants to hear that, but I want to do it, bro. Oh god, we're awful.
Well, that's like, there's a guy on Mastodon I follow called Inspirational Skeletor. It kind of follows that, except it's Skeletor mind.
Bro. I love him.
Yeah, it's just so demented.
But it's so real.
Mm-hmm. It's like, others will help you succeed. It's like He-Man and Skeletor shaking hands. Like, just like stupid shit like that. It's like, or another one I follow is Picard management tips. Like, management tips done, like motivational tips done in the persona of Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Need it.
It sounds so dumb, but it's like, so there's so much potential for like gold mine in this.
Right.
But
so I think you skipped already like the New York.
Well, we can do more.
Oh my god. So
what'd you find out?
They did do an ad for the new season of Rick and Morty with the new voices.
Oh no.
Oh, guess who they brought back?
Hoopy Butthole, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that. They showed that a couple of days ago.
I saw that. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I mean, I'm indifferent. It's not
I know it's indifference to you, but I saw it and it's like, oh shit.
They went for the bell, didn't they?
Oh god, he does sound like him. Whoever they grab, bro.
Speaking of, they actually did announce who the new Mario voice is. Did you hear about that?
No, who's that?
Give me a second here.
Look it up, Brandon.
Look it up.
But yeah, it doesn't sound bad, but it sounds weird. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like, I know this story because, give me a second here. Okay, got the story. I know the story because if you go to like Best Buy, I think Target even, maybe even Walmart, if you go right now and you want to try Super Mario Wonder, you actually can go to the store and physically try it. Like they have a demo set up.
You have it? Okay.
Somebody, I'm not sure how or why, hacked the demo unit. They hacked the demo unit to get into the credits and all that shit.
Bro.
And they found out, and this was not because it's like, oh, we want to see if we can break the game and play the full thing. No. The entire reason they did this was to find the voice actor of Mario.
Okay.
And it's Kevin Afghani is
Kevin Afghani?
Am I pronouncing that right?
Afghani.
Yeah. He's gonna be the new voice of Mario, replacing Charles Marionette.
Does he sound Let's Go and Yaha Yoo-hoo?
I mean, obviously. I'm trying to see here if
the other guy is gonna die at some point.
I mean, for what he's doing for his age, I mean, hey, good for him.
How old is he?
He's like 60 or 70. I remember we looked it up. He's up there. But I mean, as we
just future-proofing at this point, bro.
Well, also at the same time, the dude's kind of like, I mean, he may want to retire, but they didn't want to lose him. So they're like, well, do you want to just go to conventions and we'll pay you? That's a fine.
That's a fine.
Yeah. Also, I feel like at some point, just for shits and giggles, they will probably bring him back for like a voice role every so often, just for shits and giggles.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, yes, voice acting can be demanding. I'm not saying it can't be, but
It
I mean,
has to be.
he is voicing multiple characters, so I mean, there had to have been a grind at some point that he's like, I don't want to do this anymore, which is fair.
What he do?
Wario, Luigi. Basically, if there was like,
he did all the G's.
Pretty much.
Ooh.
I think the only one he didn't do was Bowser. But if it was a plumber, he did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hey, he's earned his retirement. I don't care. I mean,
I mean, what is it gonna happen to the guy that does the voice for fucking Link?
Hey!
That's the guy that plays Aaron on fucking.
It was. I think.
No, it's still him.
It still is. Well, I think they honestly just kind of like record his voice and just kind of kept it. It's like in a mausoleum.
It's the same fucking thing. Like that's it.
Yeah. I mean, there may be it's like, oh, we got a new Legend of Zelda. Hey, you want to come in? What do I do? Let's go. Ah! Okay, we're good. All right, we'll see you next year. Here's your money. Like they just like Miyamoto's just standing at the door with like a bag of money.
Like the bag of money from the Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
The one that doesn't look like money, but it is.
Oh yeah, that was another thing that got announced this week.
Ay, cállate los sí.
The Lego Animal Crossing. Coming out March 2024, ladies and gents.
I want it all. I want my little nookie nook.
Your Tommy Nook.
I want it all. They're so cute. They're so fucking cute. I only want the one with Isabel and fucking Tom Nook. Maybe.
I still want my Hyrule Castle.
You're never gonna get it. I'm getting my shit first.
Apparently, yeah. It's like at this point, it wouldn't shock me.
Well, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Zelda's so big.
It prints money.
I don't know why they're not doing it. Maybe they're having some issues with the fucking license.
Or they're just like, let's get it right. I mean, there is that possibility.
I mean, they can't
at this
fuck up
point,
little
I feel like
apples
we're
and
either going to
shit.
get a Metroid spaceship, which, hey, I'm down for. I'm totally down with a Metroid spaceship from Samus for Lego.
Yeah.
That's a take my money moment right there, too. I won't even say that, but it's like I figured that would be on the lower tier of the Nintendo priority list as opposed to Zelda. I was expecting, like, they announced Mario. I'm like, cool, we're going to get a Hyrule Castle pretty soon.
I love that it's like, oh, we're getting a new thing. Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Why?
But it's like, I kind of like, I was just shocked because if you think of Nintendo, the first two you probably think of are Mario and Zelda.
Yeah.
All right? Mm-hmm. And, maybe Kirby on a deep cut. Maybe.
I saw the controller of Kirby and I need it.
Yeah. But I always figured it was going to be something like, okay, Hyrule Castle is going to be, once they get this Mario thing and it takes off, they're just going to bring that out. It'll be timed with a game.
I do have an opinion on it, though. So, sadly, I know that Lego is also a collector's thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But they need to see how much they can get out before they can get.
You know what I think they might be trying to do, and this is just my opinion.
Right.
So they got the little Mario that you got, the little square dorky Mario guy.
I love it.
Yeah, but it's got like technology in it, and it
Yes,
plays
it
like
does.
a game.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
I feel like they're trying to figure out how to make that work with Zelda. but how do you do it in a dungeon setting? Somebody in Lego HQ right now is trying to figure out that cipher.
There's like a hole in a wall, and it's a person just hitting himself in the fucking wall.
So another thing they could also be is like, okay, Hyrule Castle is the dream here.
Right.
That would be ideal. And, you know, I will kill whoever I need to kill to get that. As will many.
Okay.
Because at the same time, let us remember, you can get Hyrule Castle, and then if you got the Lego Optimus Prime, you could have a crossover. Or just drop the Doctor in there for no reason if you have that set. Like I do.
You worry me. Anyway.
Yeah. But what they may be doing is having, like, sets. So it's like the Sheikah Tower is a good example. Like the towers you get. You can build one of those. Or, you know, Long Long Ranch, like Epona and Link or something like that. I feel like there's things that they're trying to figure out how to do it. Or you could do, like, the Wind Waker, you could do the boat in Link and make that a set.
I think that's where they're at right now, because maybe they want to pick a license. Like, they can't do one, they can't do everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Oh, yeah, everything's fine. But, there's something that it's like, it seems like a slam dunk. Like, okay, I know you want to ride the Mario train. Completely understand that.
Right.
But it's more of I don't understand why they haven't done this, but I'm sure they have their reasons.
It's gotta be a fucking
but I'm kind of
logistics thing.
I'm kind of at this point wouldn't be surprised if we saw like Battle Clash mechs before we saw fucking Zelda. It wouldn't surprise me. You remember? Yeah, that's what I was. That was a deep cut Nintendo reference. Battle Clash was that game you had with the Super Scope, the big bazooka with the robots. Like I feel like we're gonna see that before we see that.
You know what? I think before anything bullshit, we're gonna have a scope of those in Lego form because we already have the Nintendo, or maybe it's gonna be the Super Nintendo because we have the.
I find those things incredibly stupid.
Incredibly stupid and retarded.
Now I will say this: the mystery box they did it for Mario was kind of clever how they built that up because you hit it and it would open up and reveal like little scenes from the Mario games. Like the
question mark.
Yeah,
thing?
I thought that was clever how that was in design.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a big fucking cube.
No, it's actually got some innards inside that it has like scenes from like Super Mario 64 or something in there.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
I feel it's a really expensive box, but hey, that's just me.
Right.
And yeah, but Lego, I mean, that's what I jokingly said. It's like, I expect to see Battle Clash before I see Zelda at this point. It would not shock me.
It's just, I see more a fucking console. I think they're going to bring the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and maybe an accessory, and that's
You know what? There's another one that I didn't think of we'll probably see before that one. What? But that one may actually be a legit licensing issue.
What is it?
Fire Emblem. Because they're trying to make that a thing in the States. And you could put Lego Fire Emblem. There's enough shit.
Yeah, I didn't think Fire Emblem was a big thing, but cool.
I mean, it's nichey right now, but they've been trying to slowly build it up.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there was 3 houses, which was great. I actually need to get my copy again. I forgot I sold that. We were tight on money.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it was a great game, just, yeah.
Look, we'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, but still, it's one of those funny, stupid things. All right, back onto,
the page of Brandon with all his scribbles.
Hey, it works out, doesn't it?
Yo, I never understand your, like, I'm just letting you read because I don't care.
Yeah, you're not the only one because I get that at work now, too. Like, my coworkers are like, you know, just let us write, Brandon. It's like, we get it, you're trying to help.
Yes! Girls, I'm gonna send you more cookies because you deal with a lot of shit that I deal. God bless you, girls. Girls. Anyway,
moving on. One thing I saw before we came on air, I kind of checked the news for the New York Comic Con. Marvel's going to be doing more X-Men stuff, obviously, but they're kind of going to be moving past the Fall of X storyline, so they're going to...
When is that fucking show coming out?
Hell Freeze is over, I think. I mean, all the marketing's there.
Yo.
Yeah. But, so, that's continuing. They got Spider-Man Gang War. The thing that caught my eye more was DC Comics is going to be bringing back the Elseworlds banner.
The what now?
So Elseworlds was if you've seen movies like The Doom That Came to Gotham, Gotham by Gaslight.
Oh, okay.
They did and it's also kind of like their what if label.
Right.
Because they did one where Superman became Darkseid's kid. Exactly where you think that's going. Yep. That's a what if. Instead of landing on Earth, it landed on Apocalypse.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I mean that's the kind of shit we're dealing with here. What are you doing?
Stretching.
Oh, okay.
I can do this, actually. Now I can actually stretch.
But they're doing that. Some of the titles that they actually have coming are very interesting. There's going to be another Gotham by Gaslight. But this is going to be called the Kryptonian Age, and it introduces a 19th century version of the Justice League.
Ooh!
And how the Kryptonian stuff kind of factors into that. Like, they call it the Kryptonian Age because of obvious reasons, but they don't tell you what happens with Superman in that.
Interesting.
So that'll be interesting. Dark Knights of Steel, all winter. I just have 2 words for you.
Okay.
Deathstroke.
Oh, yeah.
Vikings. Together.
Yeah, I told you, like, you got me at Deathstroke, and then you said Vikings to me. Go on.
Yeah, he's got like the full Viking regale helmet, and it's got one eye missing, naturally, because it's Deathstroke.
Ooh.
And yeah, so that one's going to be an interesting one to watch out for.
Yes, Daddy. Anyway, what?
Another take on Green Lantern called Green Lantern Dark. And this one is sort of like, it's set in a post-apocalyptic world where fantasy is, but it's going to lean more towards the Alan Scott, like old-school Green Lantern flame as opposed to the cosmic. But they're going to implement cosmic elements, like the cores, like the Sinestro core and all that stuff, like the colors, essentially. They're going to integrate those into the story, but put it in a fantasy setting. So that could be an interesting take. I saw some of the art, and it looked very D&D-ish.
So it's going to be like the Dark Ages, pretty much.
But it's post-apocalyptic modern.
I like that.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of pieced together. There's like, it's not going to be science fiction, it's fantasy-based. As opposed to Green Lantern, modern Green Lantern is considered science fiction. Yes, they have Alan Scott, but yeah.
Yes. I gotcha.
Okay, and another sequel series, DC versus Vampires, World War Vampire. So if you watch, I heard good things about that one. Your mileage will vary. Apparently Barbara Gordon is a vampire queen.
What?
Yeah, and that was after Nightwing was the king of vampires, so yeah. See, she's already interested, and she just heard that.
Oh. That's the actual American sass. Everyone can say Captain America, but he was the OG, you sons of bitches. Anyway.
Actually, I saw a preview for like the next Nightwing comic, and it's a pirate-based story, and so they have him like a cover of him like on not like the old novels.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah.
I think you showed me. I mean, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, just like, did you buy that copy? Please tell me you bought that copy.
I want to see that ass. I mean, what? Yeah. He is like, honestly, like my old school crushes from my anime and comic books. He's still there. It's like,
I mean, I like Nightwing as a character. You like him for like thirst,
bro.
I like him because he's Batman and Spider-Man fused, essentially.
Bro. It's just that they draw him too fucking hot. Like somebody.
You and the DC Universe women, I guess.
Yo, it's just that the problem is, I think somebody like drew a couple of pictures. I think it was him. And who's the Red Skull?
The Red Skull, the
other one that got
Red Hood.
Red Hood.
Because Red Skull's a Nazi.
Sorry. Red Hood. But like somebody said, like, well, they draw him, Red Hood, as
like a tank.
Huh?
Like a tank, right?
Like a bear. Gay porn thing. And then the other guy is like, this is like fucking Fujoshi shit because he's too hot. It's like, bro, yeah.
By the way, speaking of movies, what did you think? You showed me that there's a movie coming out we're actually going to see called Iron Claw, which
yes.
Wow. Based off of the Von Erich family of wrestling, if you guys don't know what that is, there's a Dark Side of the Ring, just as a primer.
It's great.
Spoilers, it's pretty brutal.
It's fucking brutal. Like, let me just say it.
You think your family has bad luck.
No, it's like, they got me on, like, well, my little brother died in the snow. What?
Well, that was the firstborn.
Choked.
That was the firstborn. He died of electrical shock in the snow.
What?
Yeah.
My first 5 minutes are like, oh my god, let me just sit and grab my coffee, bro. I want to see this gossip.
By the way, now I know why they put Rush in that trailer. I didn't realize it.
Why?
So when they were doing this in the 70s, late 70s and all that stuff, Moving Pictures came out, the album that's off of. And they were kind of starting to do what WWE would do later on with like the media and like, the blending. And Kerry Von Erich came out as the modern day warrior to Tom Sawyer. So now it makes sense.
Yeah. No, I saw the trailer. It's like, Brandon's gonna love this. It has Tom Sawyer. Doesn't fucking matter. Look, I've say
my favorite song by them still is Hemisphere. So
I get you, but it has Rush. Doesn't matter.
It's like Illy's like, it has Rush. There's like a 50% chance he will watch this.
He will watch this. Just like, thank you, gods. Thank you for putting Rush because I really wanted to.
It's
watch
like
this
if it's Rush, The Who, or if they really get deep cut Black Flag, he's probably involved.
I can't wait to see that one.
If it's Bad Religion, I got him. I'm done.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I know Zac Efron and all the Disney.
I think Zac Efron's a talented actor, really.
He's very good. Like,
but we were talking about this the other day.
Him.
He paid his dues.
He did.
That's all he had to do. That's what the secret is. Not just like the tanky vampire kid, or not the tanky vampire, the tanky wolf kid from Twilight who thought his shit didn't stink.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Robert Pattinson's doing okay because he paid his fucking dues.
He went like everyone should have gone. Okay, I flew high. I need to fly down a bit. And just do indie shit. The indie shit.
Not only that, but it's just like you're a working actor, and it's like you're not gonna... The Hollywood machine can pad you as much as they can, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be all on acting chops.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about that...
Bitching about
we
that.
were talking about that movie that kid was in, The Wolf Kid. Like, later on, after he left Twilight. I forget what it was. It was like a spy action movie type.
It's actually a remake. I didn't know that. My dad told me that it was a remake.
But, so that movie, they stacked the deck with him, because they had that guy, I think his name was Taylor something.
Taylor Lofton.
Taylor Lofton, okay. They had Taylor Lofton, Alfred Molina, Sigourney Weaver. Like, that's yeah, she was on that. Like, they stacked the deck hard in this kid's favor, and it still flopped.
Let me look for that fucking name.
Of course you're going to.
Well, I want to know, because if I'm going to do information, I'm going to fucking do it, right?
Yeah. Welcome to the Half-Ass Show. We're talking about movies and comics and New York Comic Con and all that. But yeah, the DC Elseworlds label is coming back, so that could be very interesting.
Ugh, he looks like shit.
Not surprising. You have to stop. You stop working weights, you're gonna feel that very quickly.
Abduction. That's gotta be the movie.
Yeah. So I was typing that in there because
yes, it's Abduction. Mm-hmm. And man,
it was a stacked card, wasn't it?
It has like fucking Jason Isaacs on this shit.
Yeah, it was a stacked card.
Wow.
But so I asked the chat here. I'll ask you also. With the DC Elseworlds, what is an Elseworld you would like to see? Like, what's a concept you would like to see with DC characters that's like, it's stripped away from the modern? Like, is there something you kind of want to see?
They already did what I thought they were not gonna do, the Dark Ages kind of thing. I kind of dig that.
They did that.
But I would like a more fantasy kind of thing. I don't know if they have.
Well, that DC Green Lantern, the Green Lantern Dark might be up your alley.
Yeah,
then.
maybe. I mean, I like that kind of concept. I don't see enough comics like that. Everything is sci-fi. Everything is or either horror, post-apocalyptic. I mean, why not the times where nobody had toilets?
See, I feel like one of the things that I need to actually kind of read this series because I'm a fan of the New God stuff. Mm-hmm. And somebody decided to take the idea of the anti-life equation from the New Gods, but apply it as a zombie type thing. So what happened was Darkseid got the anti-life equation from Cyborg, but it became like a techno-organic virus, kind of like a la Cable from where it's like infecting him.
Okay.
But now it's a zombie virus, and it's like you get infected with it, you become a slave to the anti-life as a zombie.
Interesting.
And it turns, and the whole world goes to shit. It's basically DC versus zombies, but they added a comic book element of the fourth world into it.
Right. It's just that, I don't know.
And it's an interesting concept in that, because it's like, I kind of heard that, I was like, oh, I don't want to see zombie shit. And then they explained it, and I'm like, that's just crazy enough, I might check it out. I didn't get around to it, but it's one of those interesting type of things you...
I don't know. It's just that my type of... our tastes are very different than that factor.
Oh, I agree.
Because I love my crimes and my serial killers.
Well, that's why Gotham by Gaslight might be good for you, because that was based on Jack the Ripper.
So it's I was going to say a steampunk one time kind of thing.
Yeah, but it might be a little bit of that too. It's 19th century. But that was the imply was supposed to be Jack the Ripper. Like was the case Batman was working on in that.
That's the only guy who would have like fucking got the fucking Jack the Ripper. They never got the son of a bitch.
I think in the book, I can't remember exactly, but I think they implied that it was the Joker. It was Jack the Ripper. Which makes sense when you think about it. Like, if you're gonna import the Batman universe into it.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I think that's what they did.
I need to see that shit.
Yeah, well, there's a movie on it. We'll watch it sometime.
It's on HBO, right?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. Yeah. I'm trying to think here on my end I would like to see. I mean, they've done some crazy stuff. Like, they actually did, like, a mecha version of the Justice League. Yeah. Like, they're mecha pilots.
I would love mechas.
Yeah. Well, hey, mechas make everything better.
It's just that I love drama, Brandon. It's like, the problem is that if I want drama and smut, I'll look for mangas.
You know what? Now that I think about it, crazy concept, but it could work as an Elseworlds. So you have the Justice League, okay?
Right.
But they're Street Fighter type characters.
Street Fighter?
But it's like a fighting game tournament. So you have like your Dragon Ball Tournament of Power and stuff like that, but it's DC characters and it's like their own little world of that. That could be interesting.
I'm not gonna draw that shit.
No, but it could be interesting to see. It's like, that's a concept that in Elseworlds could work.
Right, if it's like
it doesn't have to be like full-on anime tropey, but it's like, so let's just, it's like a Street Fighter, like a fighting game type concept. Like, there's a tournament, they have different competitors, they all don't know each other. You can make Batman your Ryu or Ken, and Superman could be like your Heavy or whatever. There's a lot that could be done with that concept.
The thing is that there's already a video game of that.
Yeah, it's called Injustice. Yeah. But it was done with the comic book in mind. I'm talking do the exact opposite. Like, make it like fighting game trope a go-go. Not like, let's crowbar a fighting game into a comic book story. Okay. Let's make it a legit fighting game tournament.
Right.
That could be interesting in my opinion.
Okay. Gotcha.
Just a trope in my mind. They could also do like a cyberpunk DC universe.
A cyberpunk thing would be interesting, but I feel like they already are kind of borderline into
Well, Batman Beyond, I think, is kind of implying that one.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I would have liked a movie of that, but well.
What, Batman Beyond?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is with that to work, a lot of things need to fall into place, and also at the same time, they want, like, there's a lot of things that have to work to make that right. Could it be done? Yes, but I think if they do it the way they're doing the modern DC movies, I don't know if it would work.
Yeah, I know. It's just.
Now, if they brought back like if they did like an animated movie, not in that universe, but in that vein, with modern stuff, that done right could be very good. Because there's enough stories now in the comics with Terry McGinnis that you could actually kind of make that work. So.
I don't know. I just missed that shit.
By the way, before I move on to the next story, what time is it? Oh, wow. Wow, I thought we had more time. I thought we had less time. Huh. Damn.
Yeah. That's the thing about seeing each other. We don't have that, like, little gap.
Yeah.
So everything is live, bro.
Well, it is what it is. Real quick here to get on a comic thing. Keith Geffen passed away. Do you know who that is?
No.
So, Justice League International, like, when you see, like, in, like, GIFs, like, blah, ha, 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 ha. So, when they did Crisis on Infinite Earths, they rebooted the entire universe, obviously. Okay. And they made the Justice League not the Justice League. Like, they didn't have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, all them.
Okay.
I think they had Batman. But it was like the B-tier Justice League was the ones that took over. That's where Booster Gold came in, Blue Beetle, Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. Like, you see the iconic picture of all those guys crossed armed like this, like the Saint.
Oh, yeah.
That was written by him. Oh. And it was very much played up as a jokey kind. It was very 80s.
Okay.
And he also did, like, he did 52, the comic book series. He helped create the modern Blue Beetle, like Jamie Reyes. He helped create him. Well, he passed away this week.
Well, that kind of sucks.
But he went out epically.
Oh, well, I did see something about it. You posted it, honestly.
He went out epically, though, because on X, he posted a thing of, I told them I couldn't make it to Comic-Con. Wah ha 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 ha. That was his last note. And he did that on purpose.
That's so sad. Was he sick?
I think he had a very brief illness, but it's like... he leaves a very good legacy, and he will be remembered.
Oh, well,
but I just wanted to kind of mention that. The baffling thing to me is, he didn't look that sick, and then you see Frank Miller, who looks like a fucking corpse.
Yo, he looks like a corpse.
Yeah. He may have gotten better.
He probably did. But he was out there not giving a shit.
Yeah. But, yeah, Frank Miller's still alive, and that guy's not. And I'm like... George Perez is dead and he's alive. I'm like, what?
He's gonna live everyone.
Yeah, him and Alan Moore. Although Alan Moore's gonna trip over his beard.
He's gonna trip over his beard, yeah, definitely. That's how he's gonna die. He's gonna trip and hit his fucking face or something like that.
And then he'll make a story about it and how it's DC's fault.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry. I know Alan Moore did a lot of stuff and he's inspired a lot of people, but The Watchmen, the comic book, was not the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Wow. Well.
The ending sucked. I will say the movie ending was better. There, I said it.
Hey. Did we see the show? We did.
Yeah, the show was excellent.
Yeah. The show had better stuff.
Well, the show continued afterward. Like the Doomsday Clock we talked about earlier was sort of like the unofficial sequel because Alan Moore was never going to go near DC again. Right. Like I'm pretty sure there's a restraining order between the two. And the show that we saw was actually kind of a sequel to the book/movie, so it worked out in that way. Yeah.
Okay. Cool beans.
All right. Moving on.
There's more?
Well, there's not. We're changing the story up.
Oh, okay.
Brian May was interviewed.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously we all know who Brian May is, and he is obviously one of the best shredders in the business.
Oh, for sure.
Like, if you had to pick a top guitarist, who would you pick? Like off the top of your head. Dead or alive, it doesn't have to be living.
I need to think, bro.
Because honestly, my top two would probably be Van Halen and May.
Okay, makes sense.
Because it's like they did a lot. May innovated, Vedder innovated. I'm trying to think if there's anybody in the modern sense that I would say. Eric Johnson was very good. He did a lot of instrumental work. If you're looking for an album to listen to on Spotify, Avia Musicom is a great album.
David, I have the tip of my tongue the name.
You give me a band, I'll probably be able to figure it out. You know how I am.
You know how I'm talking about.
Who? You like did the vague movement thing, and I'm like, what the hell? It's like
Jimi Hendrix?
Hendrix was good, but it's like the problem with Hendrix is flash in a pan, and I'm not saying he's bad. He was very talented, and it's pissing me off. I would love to have seen what he had access to if he was alive, what he could have been capable of.
Right.
But it's kind of like how I view Keith Moon. Keith Moon, one of my favorite drummers of all time. Mm-hmm. He has been surpassed, though, and it was Neil Peart. So it's like there are people that have come since him, and I would say Van Halen was one of those guys.
I'm just thinking like...
Oh, yeah, I mean, but I'm of the opinion it's like, yes, there are reasons they're greats. They are. But at the same time, you have to kind of come to the understanding of there's a point that they got surpassed. And Neil Peart will be surpassed, and Van Halen will be surpassed.
Right.
By the way, his son, Eddie Van Halen's son, not a bad guitarist.
Oh, good.
No, I've listened to a couple of his albums. He's very good.
You told me.
Yeah, no, he's very good. If you like that Van Hagar sound, I mean, I kind of enjoyed it, but it's very poppy. But he's very good. I think Van Halen said, he was like, oh yeah, my legacy's secure. I ain't worried about it. My kid's gonna just crush. So.
Yeah, sometimes they do that. Like, I feel like kids are now made by artists just to...
Well, the kid picked it up willingly. That's the difference. It's willing versus unwilling.
Look, I don't like the fucking Beatles.
No, you know, and I understand that.
But let me tell you,
you gotta respect them.
Let me tell you that kid of fucking John Lennon, the one that has the Ono last name.
I think he's overrated. I think Julian was a little more talented.
Well, I don't know. I do like him. I'm sorry, I do like him.
I just thought it was like a he skewed more towards his mother's music.
Oh yeah, no. So we're thinking about the other one. The one that you said that is underrated.
Julian?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he had like a brief hit in the 80s or something, and he just kind of did this thing. No, Julian was very good.
Yeah.
The one you actually should look at is Ringo's kid. Zach Startley.
Oh.
He was the drummer for the Oasis, and he's pretty much the official drummer for the Who in the modern rendition. And he can hold pace with Keith Moon's shit.
Oh.
So Zach Startley is in. And then Paul McCartney's kid went to Finch, and I think Harrison's kid is just kind of doing philanthropic stuff, which is fine.
That's fine. Not everyone is going to turn into a fucking artist.
No, and that's completely... Yeah, but, I mean, remember, Keanu Reeves had a fucking band at one point. Not Samurai, he had a legit band.
He doesn't have kids, does he?
That kind of goes into a dark territory.
Oh, yeah, I know, but he doesn't have kids.
To shift back on topic a little bit here.
I'm sorry, now I feel sad. Keanu Reeves is going to be the last of his fucking gene, and I kind of feel sad now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
In an interview, Brian May was asked about like what he kind of looked as a blueprint or what started, and he said, so when Queen started out, we were looking at The Who, and his thought process was, these are the guys who are kind of setting the stage for us going forward, like if we're going to mimic somebody, or like we're going to take somebody, this was the band. It wasn't the Beatles, it wasn't the Stones, it was The Who. Okay. And if you think about how their style went, kind of makes sense. And he said, one of the most what he considers his guitar god And it's in our Discord again, so if you want to look at that link.
Yeah.
Because you have to look at the link, because if you read the headline, it's very misleading. It makes him sound like he's saying he himself is a guitar god, or named one. No, his guitar god, in his opinion, is Pete Townsend of The Who. Which I agree with 100% for a variety of reasons. Number one, a lot of the angst and a lot of the punk mindset kind of springs from The Who. They were proto-punk, in my opinion.
Okay.
A lot of punks will even say it's like if there was no Who, there would be no punk. But a lot of the songwriting and stuff like that was that teenage angst, that frustration, that anger. Also, Townsend himself is a very, very underrated guitarist. And you can look at his White City album. Rough Boys was a very good album, that song. But a lot of his solo stuff, he kind of shines a little more. But a lot of guitar work that you hear that symbolizes now, I feel like Pete Townsend is one of those people that, like, he just, and he's cool with it. Very quietly, like, I'm doing my thing. He never wanted any of the big accolades. He never wanted to be, like, he was just like, I'm doing my thing, I'm making music, and I'm happy.
That's how you should be.
Yeah, but it's like he's just very quietly doing his thing outside of, like, a couple of skirmishes, but generally he's just chill, and I feel like he should get his due, and sadly, he should get his due now before he dies, because I don't think anybody's going to say it until he goes. Because if you think about it, The Who, at one point in the 70s, it was like, who's your band behind? You behind Led Zeppelin or you behind The Who?
Okay.
Because Led Zeppelin was like we're the bad boys, and The Who were the pretty boys. Let's just pause for a moment and just reflect on this for a moment.
What?
Yeah, let's just take a step back and pause on
What?
that.
They're no pretty guys there.
No, but like they were the poppy, the trendy band, The Who. Was again that. But it's like if you actually listen to the music, it's like that's further from the truth than you could make it.
I like Led Zeppelin. Not gonna lie.
You know, I never got into Zepp. I never did.
I mean, I like the classics.
Well, the thing is with Led Zeppelin, I feel like I had that little conundrum myself. This is not to say Zeppelin is bad. I respect a lot of what they did, but everybody, it's one of those. So something you'll probably find out with our channel if you haven't noticed yet.
Brandon doesn't shut up about music.
That too. No, we'll have that. That'll be another podcast. It's like Brandon goes for 2 hours about music nonstop.
And I'll go sleep.
Yeah, and talking to himself most likely. But when it comes to Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven's great. I'm not even disputing that. It's a long build-up, but it's great. The Levee Breaks, a great song. I love that dun dun dun. I love that down bluesy sound.
Right.
That's about it. Like, I mean, Immigrant Song, yeah, it's a good song. Great little blood, get the blood going, flowing thing. But I just never really thought of Zeppelin as, like, the band.
No.
Like, they did a lot of things.
Like the band.
Yeah, but a lot of people will say, like, they're the band.
Well, you know what? This is the only thing that you and my dad are gonna agree with. My dad loved The Who more than Led Zeppelin. I remember when I was hearing Led Zeppelin in my room or whatever, he gave me looks. Like, why are you hearing that? Because I like it. I was like, there's better fucking bands.
There is, but at the same time, I mean, Led Zeppelin has earned their stripes.
Yeah. I mean, but
I never gave them shit. I never was like, oh, they suck. It's just like, it's not for me.
No, and when I got the Tommy movie, I got it because I'm thinking about you, and my dad kind of flipped like, oh, you have it? Can we watch it? Yeah, Dad, let's watch it. And he told me all the fucking stories about his friend dancing in the middle of the theater like it's a concert and shit. So yeah, that's the only thing that you guys are gonna.
I think we agree on more things than you think. It's just
yeah, well, it's
bluster. Does that make sense?
Huh?
It's a lot more bluster. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it.
No, but The Who, I feel like they've contributed more to the music zeitgeist than Zeppelin. Zeppelin, look, The Who and a lot of bands have one thing in common, including Zeppelin. If you have a dead member of your band, you get elevated to next level. Like, you have to have a sacrifice. I say this.
For the gods
no,
of
I
music.
say this because the Beatles.
Right.
Okay? Zeppelin.
Yeah.
The Who, they all have a common member that died.
Yeah.
The Rolling Stones, I'm not sure if they got there or they just kind of just wobbled in there, but I know they had members that died.
Spinal Tap, every drummer.
Very good reference. Excellent reference. But that's the thing, it's like there's a band, Nirvana.
Oh my god.
I mean, you could say Alice in Chains too.
The only one that surfaced from that was Dave Grohl. yeah.
You know what? The funny thing is, you know who was the one consummate survivor of all these rock deaths?
The drummer?
No. I blanked on his name. Keith Richards. That dude's gonna survive everybody.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, that dude will just be like... I love the old joke of Keith Richards will survive a nuclear holocaust. It's just like, huh, all right. I smoked your uncle, talking to a cockroach. Like the old Robert Williams joke was that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Keith will survive, or not, Keith Richards will survive us all.
I think it's because of his high quantity of whatever the fuck is in his
Well,
body.
apparently he gets like a blood transfusion, like a fucking, like an oil change equivalency. Because that was a joke where it's like, Keith Richards, that was a joke that Williams made also, was like, no, I'm not talking like a pint here or there. He's like, I'm talking like a fucking Chevrolet. Like, he will just transfer his blood to somebody else. And then his joke was, I just got one question. Who gets his blood? There's just some random German guy like, Heidi! We gotta go on to support mixed babies!
It's gotta be some guy that is like a fan. It's like, in the interview with the vampire, it's like, this random guy that is very healthy, we're just gonna pass his fucking blood to your blood, and he'll be fine. Just give him some pizza, and he'll be fine. Walk it out, bro. Oh my God.
But yeah, I feel like that's, but that's, Keith will survive us all. Maybe even Mick. Mick Jagger is getting up there, and
I haven't seen him in forever.
He's still doing stuff.
He's still moving?
Yeah, I think they're on tour. I'm not kidding. I think they're on tour.
How? Well, it's a mummy. Yeah, I get it. They
did make a concert called Steel Wheels in the 90s.
Are they playing now? Is he still alive, or is this
Weekend at
Bernie's? Is he like
it's like puppet strings up in the air holding Mick?
Is there a puppeteer on the? He's like on
like the choreography is like, man, I think his choreography got better. It's literally a guy with wires like, come on,
bro. It's a Weekend at Bernie's thing going on there.
It's a guy in the rafters with like puppet strings like,
bro.
Start me up.
That's so funny. Terrifying at the same time. Oh my God. Well,
that's a thing.
What the hell, cats? Sorry, it's just the cats are fighting here next.
Oh, you know what it is? We are on time. It's just I'm so used to starting this at 6:30 when we did the other show.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, because I'm looking at the time here. I'm like, oh, we're an hour and 30 in. Yeah, that's about right for us.
Right.
No, I'm so used to starting at 6:30, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh my God, it's a weird time now, which is fine. It's better because, oh my God, all the water. Brandon just spitted water on me. Call the police.
Careful, I'll throw Keith Richards' blood at you.
Oh God! Oh my God!
What?
It's all over the fucking.
Sorry. Had like a hiccup there.
I wish I had a window like in my fucking booth here because.
Do you want to end it early tonight, or do you want to just keep ramping? I mean, I don't know what the hell we're doing here.
I mean, we can talk about what we're doing on Wednesday, though.
We can start plugging all this shit, I guess. Yeah, we might as well.
Let's start.
So, okay, what are you doing? You doing anything tomorrow, or are you not?
I don't think tomorrow is gonna be a game night. It's more because we're having a thing right now. If anything, I may do an art stream, but I'm not promising anything.
Okay. Yeah, because I think you also just want some time off to relax.
I kind of do want a Sunday off.
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
Okay, so probably nothing on tomorrow. I mean, we can randomly pop in. We've been known to do that.
We do that.
Monday, are you doing anything?
I don't even know what's my schedule this week.
Of course, you might want to check that before you do things. Well, I can tell what I'm doing at least.
What are you doing,
so Tuesday is Superhero Tuesday. We're going to wrap up, we're not going to probably finish the game. But this will be the last playthrough of the original Spider-Man game that came out. So we're going to wrap that up. So we'll I'm going to try and just plow through as much as I can of that game in that time frame.
Right.
So that'll be that one. Thursday is, we always jokingly call it internally, and I use it as a title like that. Is he?
Is he?
Because if you ever watched Riff Tracks, whenever they're talking about stuff, and they're like, is it? Like, you don't know what's going on.
Is it happening?
Yeah, so that's where the is he thing comes from. So Thursdays are kind of becoming more of my random stream. And like I said, last week my choices were Dystopia about giant robots with a war setting, which I really didn't think, given the climate going on in the world right now, was probably the smartest move. Or Dystopia, but I have cybernetic implants in the middle of a city that's just a hellhole. I went with that.
So Monday, I may do it at night because I'm in late on Tuesday.
Okay. So we'll stand by for that one.
Yeah, I may play video games because they were asking me to go back to the fucking Castlevania thing.
Oh, for your anger?
Yeah, the one that I was playing, that one.
Lords of Shadow.
Lords of Shadow. I may go back to that one because they thought it was funny.
Yeah.
People started seeing the stupid clip that I have on Twitter. So
okay, but so that's Monday night possibly, and then we got Tuesday, Superhero Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thursday will be a random stream, and that may be during the day too, because I'm off Thursday.
It's gonna be on Wednesday night.
No, not that one.
Okay, Thursday.
So Thursday's my random one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
we're getting to that
going
one.
To the things.
But Thursday is gonna. I may do it during the day because I'm off on those 2 days on Thursday and Friday.
Yeah,
I decided. You're off Thursday.
I'm off on Thursday.
Yeah, I decided to give my employees a break of not dealing with me for a few days, so I'm taking a 4-day weekend.
God bless them.
Yeah, so I'll torment you people.
Or me. I'm just.
It's gonna be really her.
I'm gonna enclose myself in the room.
Yeah, as you should.
Oh my god, I got shivers.
But yeah, we got some stuff we have to do. So Thursday, I don't know what I'm playing yet. That leads us to, well, you guys keep hyping up what's happening Wednesday. And we should kind of explain a little bit what's going on here with this first. So if you're on our Discord and you are a VIP member on here, like if you have the VIP status on here and you're on our Discord, there is a channel we have that is exclusive for VIP members called M&R First Look, and that's where it's like I've posted some stuff like an overlay I'll use for like model building, for example, or projects we're working on behind the scenes, just to kind of tee up the future.
Imagine it's Patreon, but without paying. If you're active enough.
But it's also like a VIP exclusive because the VIPs are a badge of honor in our opinion.
Oh yeah, no, they're here. They're always here. Love them.
Yeah, so we wanted to kind of give them a heads up. And something we've been teasing in there is a story that I have been working on, nigh on 3 years now? 4 almost? I think as long as we've been married, damn near.
2019, we started it.
Roughly. That was phase 1.
2019, we started with the concept.
In 2020, we started putting pen to paper.
Yes, 2020 was where we started.
Yeah, so Wednesday night, we're gonna, because we're kind of nearing the end of that, and it's just, if we don't keep changing things every 2 seconds, which we are both guilty of.
Why are you looking at me? You're the one that's writing.
Yeah, I know, but you change details on a character that I have to go back and now fix.
Hey, you don't have to, bro. Nobody cares about the freckles in the girl. Who fucking cares?
Well, we'll figure, you made it a profile picture, that's why I'm saying that.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm still working on it.
Yeah, well, but we'll work on that in a little bit. We're going to kind of start peeling back that a little bit on air.
Yes.
We're going to kind of go into a deep dive explanation. Illy, I don't know if she's going to draw anything live or not, but we have pictures we're going to show.
I'm going to be showing some pictures. The safer work ones.
Oh, yeah, definitely safe for work.
I was kind of thinking about doing... a while ago, I did like a poster thing. Mm-hmm. So I am going to scribble all the characters... Bust my ass on that.
Mm-hmm. Quickie doodles, nothing deep dive.
Quickie doodle. I want to do a sketch. I want to do the first official sketch with all the characters, and we can talk about them. Because
okay. Yeah, I will be on the stream. It is going to be a dual stream with us, kind of like this is tonight, but it's not going to be a podcast. It's going to be a
watch and
learn, watch and draw. But it's going to be a deep dive into this story. Like, we're going to explain some concepts, kind of go about the world and all that. And
people are going to get offended.
Kind of, sort of. I'm not going to say... I will come and preface with there is a definite dominant submission vibe to this, and it'll make sense once you see everything going on.
It's sexy as shit.
And it's got sex in it, yeah. It's like sex... No, not so much drugs. But rock and roll? Oh, I got you covered.
Oh, yeah, there's so many music references. It's not even fucking funny. Guess why? You think... Did y'all sit the last 10, 20 minutes? Did y'all sit the last... That's it. So, anyway.
Yeah, and you think it's bad. It's also coffee references.
But, I am kind of excited.
So we're going to start promoting the hell out of this one. It's I don't know what we're going to call it per se yet. But we're going to be on our PNG years, I assume. Yeah. I assume we're going to be our normal PNG years.
I'm going to do a little nothing too crazy. Mm-hmm. But I want Brandon being present and him explaining the...
Yeah, because I'm doing the words in the world, and she's kind of taking the visuals and kind of making it work.
So the thing is that some people started asking for the characters. Fucking, I hate that they love the bad guy.
Yeah, that bad guy.
Why?
Well, to be fair, they don't know what's happening yet.
I draw him really good. That's the thing.
Yeah, and trust me, you think this is the prelude. She's got 2 girls that you've seen already, kind of, that she's gonna just knock out of the park in the next 48 hours, I imagine.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to show you the outfits that I found. That I was like, oh, this is it.
Okay, got something to look forward to when I get off of here.
So, but it's been so much suffering and bleeding.
Well, it's not so much that, but it's like So when we made this channel, when we made this product of MNR, it's kind of like what we were talking about earlier with the creators of the comic books.
Right.
We kind of intended this to be, okay, it's part Twitch, but it's also kind of a place for us to kind of kick our creative juices over and not just do this all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it was not intended to be constant streaming of video games and a podcast. I mean, that was the basis, but it's like eventually move on to other things. And that was the intent with some of our friends, and that kind of, well, we're still doing it.
I am still, like, I wanted to also say that I'm still doing some stuff on the back. I want to flop a bit the video edition kind of thing, because I'm getting better at it. So, but yeah, we wanted this as a creative outlet, and we have so much fucking ideas.
And we still have a story we don't even have a tip of the hand of yet.
Oh yeah, the other one.
Yeah, well, that one's more my magnum opus than yours, and then you have your story.
And I have mine that I've drawn a bit.
She drew and wrote, by the way. I have not touched this. No, I think I gave the concept, and that was about it.
It's a fucking bitch, and I need to stop it.
That one was more of I gave you the concept, and then I remember just sitting with you for hours, just being like, well, do this, do that. No, I don't like this. No, I'm like, well, do it. Don't do it. I don't know. It's like I'm trying to help you here.
And I said, like, you know what? Get away. Get away. This is my story.
I did.
Yeah, I mean, you see the characters. It's like, what are they doing?
I kind of created the characters.
Yeah, well.
I mean, I give you credit because you gave the basis, but still.
Yo. No. Frost and the other girl are my original creation.
Yeah, but I gave them the personalities.
You gave them the story.
It's 50-50, but I would even say 75-25 on this one. On that story, I would say 75-25.
Well, 75 what?
75 you.
Oh, thank bloody Christ.
No, not me. I didn't do that much work.
Bro, all the traumas of those characters are mine, not yours. Anyway, but yeah, that's
so it's going to be a little bit of behind the scenes, how our creative process works, and you know, you kind of want to find out what's going on here. The only problem is I have to find a place to publish this because I found out Substack's not going to let us do some of the things we want to do, so I'm looking for...
We can't do shit! Yeah, it's... I had some problems with my story. Mine, it is kind of uploaded, but I had a lot of issues in chapter 3.
Yeah, well, I'm going to... that's tomorrow's project also. I'm going to start deep diving onto that other place we were talking about and see what I can dig up, so...
Yeah, we need, like, a space.
Yeah, because it's like my options are DeviantArt and this other thing, and I'm hoping to see other things.
We don't want to go to the cockroaches, no.
Either that or just put up a website and just go here. Like, that's also a viable possibility.
Yeah, and it's not that expensive anymore.
It's not that expensive, but at the same time, it's like, I kind of want to... Yeah, it's like also... Well, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that all on Wednesday. But since I'm not going in Thursday morning to work and all that stuff, I figured it might be a good opportunity to do that. So, yeah, coming Wednesday night, a creative session with you and yours truly and Illy, and we're gonna lay out. Special edition. Please come over, ask questions. Do not feel like don't just sit there and be like, oh, this is awesome. It's like ask us questions. Ask like, why is this person does this or whatever. I will answer what I can within reason. Because some of the stuff obviously will be story centric.
Oh yeah, I really don't want to spoil the fucking endings and shit.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, this is only the first phase of this one. I still have to write the future version of this. Oh, yeah. Which, once we get this sort of put to bed and kind of start, I can start hammering that out. I still have it in my head. It's just...
You're talking about the other story? Or
No.
The phase 2.
The phase 2, yeah.
Season 2, like I call it.
Well, we'll figure that out. Anyway. But I will tease, these characters go through anime power changes almost at times, and we just lean hard into the joke.
Yeah.
Trust me, when you remember Malibu Stacy, you're gonna see these guys.
God. Oh God.
Are you all right?
Yeah, no, it's just to think about all the fucking profile pics that I have to draw. It's just.
Well, you only need to draw like 3 more to make it work. 4 more at most.
No, there's more characters.
Well, we'll talk about that off air. But yeah, so that's that. And then Saturday, obviously, will be the half-ass show again. Normal podcast as usual. Yes. But I think we're going to wrap it up a little early tonight. Once again, congratulations to Rockagoth. Honestly, not God at all stage. We did not intend to do that.
I find it so...
Oh, I do too. I'm pretty sure she's going to take that.
Yeah, she's like, yes, give me my artwork, please.
Yeah.
No.
So there's that. And then, so congratulations once again. Remember, Wednesday will be our big event, our big reveal. And then the usual gaming and art stuff we usually do. I may pop on a Friday or Saturday morning this week since I got some time off and see what's going on.
You do you. Well,
at the same time, I say that and I'll be like, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
You go to bed, you wake up. Did you sleep? Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you gonna take me to work? Oh, yeah, sure.
Did you play Spider-Man all fucking night?
I beat the game. I loved every second of it.
God damn it. That's a viable thing, though.
Yeah, because that last game just consumed my life for like a month, didn't it?
There was days that I was like, are you playing? Well, I'm just going to sit beside you, poke you, and give you some water so you're hydrated.
You enjoyed the show, though, You enjoyed that game, watching it.
It was fun. I love that it was like, that guy's gonna fucking die. It's like, he fucking dies. Like, oh, why?
Also, all the costumes. It was kind of fun seeing all the costumes they were doing.
I didn't like the one that you're playing with.
The Tokusaku?
That looks so fucking dumb.
Well, it's because I was just kind of trying new stuff.
I guess.
That was a freebie.
It was a freebie?
Yeah, because it was one of those free DLC ones at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, so. But that'll be this week, and then I'm going to figure out what I can do. The Superhero Tuesday concept is something I can really play around with, because there's a lot of viable games to play with that, so.
Okay.
All right, but that'll do it for us tonight. If you guys are listening to this on a recording, thank you so much for finding us. If you give us a follow, you'll get notified when we go live, so there's always that. And we'll be back at least by Monday. You never know with us. You can always find us on Twitter, Mastodon, all those. And we'll see you all next week. Have a good night.
Yeah, y'all take care, and thank you again for passing by. Remember, you can get a subscription if you have Prime, and that will help us a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, so y'all...
But a follow is more than enough also.
Oh, for sure. But if you have like that...
Have Bezos pay our bills.
Yes, please. Okay. Good night,
Good night, everybody.